All right, so hi, welcome back. Got done eating and actually just got done cleaning up the mess I made. Cleaned off that. There's all the utensils and stuff I made washed just in the drain rack. And I got to looking at my honey-do list and, well, I found out I have another thing. All right. I actually also need to add my monthly maintenance on my air conditioner. You're like, but that's bleach. Yes, it is. So apparently, and this is something that I've been doing for a few years now, because I had the very AC unit I have now come back with some screw ups. So you put about a cup of bleach, which is 8 ounces. It's roughly around there. All right. And we're going to go to the AC closet now. Dun, 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 dun. And I changed filters yesterday, but I forgot to do this. All right. So we have this little drain cap here. You know, I'm going to switch to the other side so I can back. There we go. So we have this little drain cap here. You got to take it off. I'm going to put my funnel in so I don't spill my bleach. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to pour the bleach in. Now this is the drain that goes outside, but what it does is it keeps it from getting clogged. You run bleach down it once a month. What they have told me at the AC repair place is that it'll keep this line from getting clogged, because it'll get mildew, mold, and all that, and basically bleach will kill it. All right, so that's what that's one of the things I had to do today. Yesterday I had to change filters. I have one there for it, and believe it or not, what an air filter does is it pulls the air in from your house and it humidifies, or it basically puts it through the condenser, which dehumidifies it. So I have another air filter here on the other side of the house. So when I'm indoors, the humidity is very nice. Oh, I got to go put my funnel back in there. I don't want to lose my funnel. So since this is like, not a funnel used for food or stuff, I leave it in here, usually just like that. And then I'm just going to throw this disposable cup away because don't want to drink out of it. Do not lay on those. Hey, move. Can you move, please? Daddy needs down here so he can come here. Oh, yeah, you just move over there, okay? I know you want to help Daddy, right? You want to help Daddy? All right. See these wrenches? Make sure Ozzy doesn't steal them. All right? I got to clean out from underneath here. Are you running away? But I gave you a job. You got to guard the wrenches. No? You're not going to guard the wrenches? You're just going to look at me like that. Fine then. Be that way. I gotta get underneath my sink, which that can be fine. That ain't gonna cause a mess. All right. So there's 2 things here that I gotta do. I've already done one of them. One is my cold water tap, which runs over to this, and that I turned off already. What I didn't do is turn this off. And I'm going to do that right now, so that's turned off. So when I take these off, and let me get my hands free right quick. Ah, beautiful. So, And this is not a paid promotion. This is just me. I'm impressed with something I bought, right? I bought one of these from Rainsoft, right? And Rainsoft's a good brand and stuff. And I mean, I still use their water softener outside. So I have a whole house water softener. But all of my drinking water comes from this, right? I have several filters on this. I have a membrane. I have, let's see, chlorine taste and odor reduction, leak-free, 5 micron filtration, 10 micron filtration. One of these is a mineralization cartridge, but the ones I only need to change are my step 1, 2, and 3, right? The filters are right up there, and I have my wrenches. You have to have wrenches to take this housing off, or it's a big pain in the rear. I'm going to have to set this down to do that. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can get a good view of it from here so you guys don't miss out on how wonderful this experience is. All right, yeah, no, let me get my camera going. Let me see if I can get this going. I got it in the weird mode. I usually don't like, let's see if I do this, if it'll switch it over. Nope, started that way, it's going to stay that way. Okay. So, since I'm not going to worry about the front facing, we'll just do this. All right. So, there's that. The reason I have towels down there is because I do expect some water to come out because there is residual water in the system. And I don't want to get I don't want to get everything all, watered down. All right. So, woo. Okay. I want to make sure I got it somewhat straight. I hope I don't got plumber's cracks showing. That would be embarrassing. All right. So we're going to switch these 3 out. All right. Pretty much the first and the third one are the same one. And then this one in the middle. Wait, what is it? Okay. The first one is this one, and then the other 2 are exactly the same. It's just double filtration, basically. So, first one first. Go ahead, get this up like this. Let's see here. Is it lefty, righty, or tighty? There we go. Once you get a little loose, you can do it by hand. Oh, and like I said, there's going to be water. All right. So, that's what it looks like. Definitely needs changed, right? You could say that needs changed. It's actually still decent, but I'm changing it. All right. And to change it, literally, there's a little hole down in the bottom there. You know what? It looks a little dirty down there. Set you there on top of plastic. I'm going to rinse you out with hot water right quick. Get my brush. I had another brush. Where'd it go? There it is. That's the brush I'm looking for. So what I'm doing is I saw some residual gunk down there in the bottom. And even though the stuff has to go through the filter and up the top and all that, it doesn't hurt to clean it. Does not hurt to clean it. Alright, that is clean. Now I can put this in here. Pop. There's a little thing in there. You got to make sure you get it on that, which it is. And then we just simply go back put this on, and I thread it by hand, going back in. When I can't tighten it by hand anymore, I grab this and just give it one little twist. It's tight. Now you want to make sure there's a black rubber ring on the inside, that it is definitely on there, right? And it is. Now I'm going to change these middle ones, which definitely have water in them because I can fill the water in them. All right. Wait a second. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and loosen this one too, since we're in the loosening phase. Oh, they're a little tight, but they'll live. All right. But as you see, there's water. Now this filter, I don't think you could tell it was bad or not. It definitely needs replaced. And as you'll see, there's a little bit of black. That's from the charcoal or the carbon filter. And I'm just going to wash that out with the brush as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go throw this one in the trash too. Rinse. Get my little brush here. Rinse it out again. Now, you want to make sure this black rubber ring isn't cracked or anything while you're in here. And mine isn't. It's in good shape. So, but when you buy filters, they do come with new rubber rings usually. In my case, it didn't because, or if it did, I lost them. Hey, Echo, stop. I'm glad y'all saw that because my Echo came on and I didn't do, I guess you can tell the difference between a new and a used. Definitely need a change. Same little hole thing in the bottom. Ugh. Let's rinse that off right quick. Echo, stop. Hey, Echo, stop. I've also come to the thought process that my device here might be possessed because I never said its name and it keeps playing stuff. All right. So we're on there. Want to make sure this rubber stays. And I'm going to get it on there. Oh. I'm going to get it on there right quick by hand. At least I thought I was. We'll tighten both of those when we get to, we'll just tighten them at the same time. If you see, I've got, these are filled with water, right? That's why I have the towel underneath them for easy cleanup. Just gonna throw this over in the, well, I'll let it drain in the sink first. It's got some water in it. And definitely gonna have to use my brush. All right, now we get my last filter. Pop it open. Pop it in here. There we go. And screw it back on. And since we only hand tighten the middle one and this one, we're gonna go up here, pop that up, tighten, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this one here. And we're just gonna tighten as much as we can get it. All right, that's it. That is it. Now the things we have to do is we gotta turn on the water. Water turned on. And as soon as these reservoirs fill up, I'm going to turn on the tank, which, let's get this right quick so you can see the tank. All right. So there's the reservoir tank. That one is 3 gallons, I believe. It may be 4. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's a 4-gallon one. All right, so you're hearing stuff now, right? Let's turn on the tank. And the tank will start to fill. Oh, and it's this little knob at the top that you got to turn, right? Okay, now here's the thing. You have to have some PSI in this, which if you turn both of these on before you fill these, I know this will lower the PSI because I've done that before. I have an air compressor, so I can just plug that up, see how much the PSI is, and fill it, which I'm going to do later. But that's the valve you do that with. It looks like a bicycle tire or a car tire valve, okay? You do not want to go over 100, all right? Typically, it's been at 70 for me. I'm going to go up to 90 this time around. Now, you're asking, why are you bothering showing this? Blah, blah, blah. Well, first off, this whole home water filtration system, it's actually really cheap. This one, the company APEC Water, and their email address is really easy. It's freedrinkingwater.com, okay? And what they do is, I ordered the, mine's the ROES pH 75. They have some that are not as fancy as this, and they have some that are super fancy. And, I need to turn this off so that water doesn't leak out of it and it gets filled. That's why those are twitching right now. And, my cold water's on and my hot water's on now. So we're good there. And as you see, I don't have a standing water mess. So that's good. And, anyways, I was kind of got off track. Okay, so what I was saying is why do you want, why would you want one of these in your house? Well, reverse osmosis water is pretty much 99% pure water. If you've got a good system, it takes out everything. The only one this is missing is UV light. I do not have UV light filtration on it. Okay? But it filters out bacteria. UV light kills it. All right? Which I don't have, unfortunately. But UV light, if you get that one, and it's only I just didn't want to hook electricity up down there. Any more than I already have for the garbage disposal. It gets out pesticides, it gets out heavy metals, it gets out lead, which I guess is a heavy metal too. It gets out pharmaceuticals. It gets out a lot of things. Okay, and if you are buying drinking water, not spring water, but drinking water, look at the bottle. It says purified or filtered through reverse osmosis. That's what reverse osmosis is. It's going through all those filters. Okay? Membrane filter is the best one, or the biggest one. Okay? Changing the filters, Rainsoft used to charge me like $400 for it. And the cost of filters. Okay? That took less than 20 minutes. Okay? This whole video right now is like just now hitting 20 minutes. That's a lot of money for 20 minutes of work. Okay? And really, in all honesty, it was about 10. Because I did the bleach through the pipes thing, right? So I'm doing that to show you if you have one of these systems, you can save money by buying water. And one thing I do is, and this is what my wife does too, she rebottles the water in these, brings it with her to work. When I did work, I either refilled 1 gallon jugs, or I also had a 5-gallon jug that I had one of the little electronic dispensers on. And my students wanted water. I just say, where's your water bottle? And I would fill it for them with clean water that didn't taste like garbage. And because I just refilled the 5-gallon bottles from my 4-gallon tank. Sure, I'm missing a gallon, but I either leave it overnight and fill it before I leave, or just deal with it. Okay? It's an easy way to save money. Okay? The economy's hard. You're buying a bottle of water every day at the store, it's $2-3. Even for the purified drinking water. Right? Make it at home. You paid for it yourself after 100 days. The filters on these APEC ones, like Rainsoft, would charge me. The whole reason I switched over from the Rainsoft water filter was because Rainsoft had these proprietary filters. Okay? They weren't really any different than what I'm using now, other than they were proprietary. They had these weird shapes on the ends. Right? They were wanting to charge me $120, $75 to $100 to $25 a filter. And it's like, no. Because like I said, the service call to the house was crazy. So, that's what we're doing. Now, that I've not seen it do that before, but I wasn't here. I had a friend install it instead of installing it myself, but the install is actually pretty straightforward too. It's easily done. Just make sure you're a homeowner. Don't put it in a rental unless you want to come in and change the filters yourself, because I can tell you your renters aren't going to change filters and your system's going to go bad. And you don't want to put it in something you're renting, because if something happens, they'll blame you for it. Okay? But yeah, save money. Bring your own bottled water. Make your own reverse osmosis water. They're probably getting your water bottled from the city anyways and just doing it through the reverse osmosis filter. All right. So I've got to go and get everything pulled out to bake brownies. So I will be back shortly. At least I hope I will.